Hello friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we will be going to talk about what is GPL in WordPress, what is GPL licensing, and we see all across the internet that there are certain kinds of websites that sell premium plugins and themes under the name of GPL plugins and themes. Okay, so normally we get plugins and themes from premium websites like Theme Forest. For example, if we get a certain theme from Theme Forest for $69, we can have that exactly same theme from any types of these GPL websites for about $3 to $4. So what is GPL licensing that enable these kinds of websites to sell these products, and should we purchase these products or not? Are they legal to use? Do they contain any types of viruses or any kind of threats to our website? And we should know that what is actual GPL licensing in WordPress. So let's start this video by understanding what is GPL licensing. Before we begin this video, please subscribe our channel, like this video and share it with your friends in order to support our content. Let's start by understanding what is GPL. GPL stands for General Public License. It's a free and open source software license used by WordPress, and WordPress also is a free and open source platform. You don't have to give any type of fee or any type of recurring fee in order to use this WordPress software in order to make your website. And this GPL licensing not only provides you to study the source code, but you can also modify this source code and make your own version out of it. And the very important aspect of this licensing is that when you make any type of change to this code and you make your own version out of it, you can not restrict it further. Yes, your version, your modified version will also come under the GPL licensing, and anybody can use your version to study the code and to modify it and further transfer it to somebody else. That's why it is called copyleft, a play on the word copyright. It makes sure that free software remains free by using copyright law to require the same freedom are offered by all modified version. Yes, all the modified version will come under this GPL licensing. Let me make things more clear by providing you an example and telling you what are the four freedoms that this GPL licensing gives us. So GPL licensing guarantees us four types of freedom, and this was the most crucial part of the whole WordPress software. And a lot of developers have contributed to WordPress over a period of time. That's why WordPress became a huge success, and the credit goes to this GPL licensing. The first freedom that GPL license that this GPL gives us is to run the program for any purpose. Yes, you are free to use the WordPress software and also all the themes and plugins that comes under that software. And not only you can run the software, you are also free to study how that software works, how that code works, and you can also make changes to that code and make your own version out of it. For example, whenever you download any kind of themes, you can see that you get certain files attached in a zip file. There are JavaScript files, CSS files and PHP files, and you can make any required changes using a code editor. And the third freedom is to redistribute it. For example, you got a GPL theme, then you studied its code and you make certain modification, and now you have your own version of that theme. Then you are free to redistribute this theme to somebody else, and whoever receives your modified version, he can also make certain modifications to that theme, and he is also free to distribute it further. So these are the four different features of this GPL. So GPL enables us to make any kind of modification to a particular theme or plugin, or even WordPress, and we can redistribute it to anybody, so that they can also further make certain modification and make a better version of that software. So I think that now from now you can understand that what are the things that guarantee uh, under this GPL license. So let us move to the next slide, and let's study further. For this reason, any work based on WordPress inherits the GPL license. Yes, if there is any modification on the WordPress, then that modified version also will come under the GPL license, as I had told you just now, and that include derivative work such as WordPress themes and plugins. And this is a very good statement to understand that our themes and plugins also come under this GPL license. And yes, themes and plugins also come under this GPL license, and you can modify any theme and plugin, and you can make your own version of that theme and plugin. Then you are also free to redistribute it further, and whoever receives these modified files, they can also modify it further and redistribute it further to somebody else. Copyleft means that they must also be released under a GPL license. Yes, I had told you just now. That means any WordPress theme or plugin that you download from the official WordPress.org directory is GPL software. Yes, whichever theme and plugin you download from WordPress.org, or when you go to your dashboard and you go hover on plugins and add new, and then there is a directory from which you download all these plugins and themes, they also come under this licensing. And even most commercial WordPress themes are released under the same license. Yes, all the themes that we see on commercial websites like theme forest, they, when we use it in WordPress, or they automatically come under this GPL licensing. So should we buy these themes and plugins or not? See, we should consider certain points, like most of the GPL themes and plugins providers are selling nulled or cracked themes with a lot of viruses and bugs that can be a threat to your website. The second point is some of them never communicate back after making the sale. Yes, they just vanish and they never come back if you stuck into any kind of problem, and they never provide any theme and plugin update. See, whenever you buy a theme or plugin from a commercial website, you get time to time plugin and theme update from the theme and plugin providers. But in the case of GPL, you cannot guarantee that you will get any theme or plugin update for sure. Then the third point is source code comes under GPL license, but they can still claim trademark rights over the use of their logo and other intellectual property rights. Yes, for example, there is a plugin called Smush, and it is used to smush the images and optimize the website. So you can use that plugin and you can change the source code and you can make your own version, but you cannot claim over that Smush name, because this that comes under the intellectual property rights, and it's a trademark of that company. And also the logo, that the logo with the lady, if you can imagine it, that's also come under the same. So you cannot use that. And the fourth point is you will never get any support. Yes, if you get stuck in any process while installing the theme or the plugin, you will never get support from these GPL websites for sure. Okay, so what is the final verdict? So yes, you can buy these types of themes and plugins from these kinds of websites if you are in your learning phase or you want to test that software before actually purchasing it. And the second is, if you are a web developer and you know how to make modification in themes and plugins, you can download these types of plugins and themes, because if you know how to make these kinds of modifications, you can get rid of that trademarks parts, like the name of that theme and the logo and all the different things that are attached with it, which comes under intellectual property rights. You can get rid of that part easily, and you can make your own version by using that code. You don't have to start from scratch. In that case, yes, you can download these kinds of themes and plugins. And the third is why you don't you should not buy these kinds of things and plugins if you want to use in your or your client's website by downloading and uploading it as it is. Yes, if you want to use in your websites or in your client's websites and you downloaded it from a certain GPL websites and uploaded it exactly the same without checking it whether it is containing any kinds of virus or any kinds of threats, then it can be dangerous for your or your client's website. So you should check whether it has any kinds of viruses or not. There are many online virus checking softwares. You can just go to your search engine and search, and yes, if you are a web developer, then it will be a great advantage for you because you don't have to start from the scratch. You can build your own software with the help of the code that is already there. So that's all. We can sum up it like this, that the GPL licensing, it's very crucial for the WordPress because it provides us freedom to study the code, to make the modification in the code, to redistribute that modified version, and whoever gets that modified version, he can also modify it according to his need and redistribute it further. The second is these kinds of GPL themes and plugin websites. Yes, you can purchase it. uh, See, I'm not telling that these kinds of websites are legal. Yes, they in some sense they are legal. In the sense of GPL licensing, yes, they are legal. They can sell these kinds of themes and plugins, but they are free to sell only the source code. Yes, they cannot sell it including their trademark. Yes, they cannot sell under the same name and the same logo. They can sell it by changing the name and the logo, but they cannot sell it under the same name and logo that is a trademark of that company. And yes, you can purchase it and you can use it, but you should never use it as it is. Yes, so this is the final verdict. If you have further questions regarded to these kinds of GPL themes and plugins, you can just go to the comment section and write it. I will definitely reply to your comments. And if you want to ask me something personally, you can contact me through the social links given in the description box on Instagram or Facebook. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.